social worker. I just heard y'all are getting discharged, and I wanted to stop by and get your meeting set up with the rest of your healthcare team.
Sounds good.
All right, do y'all have any times or preferences when to do it?
Whatever works for you and the team will work for us.
Yep. Okay, how about 2 days from now so you're settled in the rehab facility?
Sounds perfect.
Okay, we're going to be doing it virtual because of the coronavirus pandemic, so I brought this to show y'all how to do it, okay?
Great.
All right, well, now that we have that all set up and you know how to do it, I will send you the link to get on the meeting. And do y'all have any other questions I can address before I leave you today?
No questions now, but I'll make sure if I have some that I bring them to y'all's attention.
Okay, Betty?
We're good here.
All right, well, I'll see y'all then, and I'm happy to see you discharged. I hope you have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad they showed us how to work this beforehand. I hope everyone has good ideas for my health plan.
Yeah, I really hope they know what they're doing.
Hi, Mr. Williams and Betty. I see that we're missing Eartha. I hope everything's all right. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing good. Mom just laid down for a bit 'cause she wasn't feeling too well, but I'm just ready to get all this sorted out for Dad.
I'm doing okay, just trying to stay on top of my rehab. I really hope that we can figure this plan out and I can stop worrying about it. It can be kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, I hope so too. I don't want you to be stressed, and that's why we had this meeting, so we can get everything sorted out and figured out for your future. We'll get the rest of your team on here in a little bit to make sure that everything is organized, and also to answer any questions that you may have.
Oh, yes, please. I do not want to leave my house or Eartha, and I hate having Betty come here all the time. She's busy with her son and having her own patients.
Right, we have a couple companies that we think that could suit your needs as well, and Miss Williams' needs, sorry. Betty and I have discussed these different options, and we have decided that we think one is best. But we definitely want to have your input before we make our final decision.
Well, if Betty likes it, I'm sure I will too, but I would like to hear about it too.
Okay, its name is MDSIS. They pride themselves on helping you avoid hospital trips, which I know is super important to you, as well as stay independent and stay home just like you want. They have well-trained staff that are on call 24/7 in case of emergency. They also offer physical therapy to assist with your rehab and so much more. Betty really liked that they have a COPD program for you. This will help you manage your symptoms and promote the independence that you want. Do you have any questions about this health plan? What do you think?
That sounds like an awful lot of trouble to go through. Do you think that is all really necessary?
Dad, I really think this is a great option. It'll allow you to stay with Mom and remain independent with a little help from time to time. It'll also give you peace of mind knowing that you have someone to call if you get in any trouble. Plus, that COPD program will really help you get back to the things you love, like football and spending quality time with Mom.
That does sound like a pretty good idea. If it'll help me take care of my sweet Eartha, doing puzzles together again, I will be willing to give it a shot. But how are we supposed to pay for all this? This is an awful lot of a hassle and services to provide just for me.
Well, they do accept your Medicare insurance plan, so that will definitely help with the cost.
Well, we shouldn't just rely on his Medicare plan, especially if my mom will be there too, right?
I agree. I can set up a meeting with a financial advisor to have all your questions answered by an expert, because I'm surely not one, about finances, and ensure that all your monetary needs are met without any undue hardship before we move forward into this new chapter in your life.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That meeting will take a lot of financial wonders out of the question.
I have never heard of having a financial advisor available to help plan my care. That sounds pretty good to me. Betty, I'm already liking the sound of this new place.
I'm so glad to hear that. We have addressed your questions and concerns and that we are ready to move forward.
Hi, Mr. Williams and Betty. I'm so glad we could all find a time to meet and that Mr. Williams, you are doing well in the hospital. I know we have most of your health team here on the call to talk about your plan going forward. As for me, I've thought about this and talked to the nursing and public health staff, and I would like to focus on the plan for you to achieve smoking cessation, or in better terms, for you to stop smoking. I know we have talked about this before, but is this still something you want to do?
Yes, I don't want to keep ending up in the hospital and missing Eartha, and I can't cheer for the Mizzou Tigers as loud as I used to without getting winded.
Great. The most important thing is that we have you on board and ready to work towards your goal. But I definitely think this is a good idea. Many studies by the NIH, CDC, and FDA show that quitting smoking will improve your health even after many years of heavy smoking. I have a couple options for you in order to help aid this process. Would you like to hear those now?
There's more options than just stopping cold turkey. Let's hear them.
Yes, there's a few options actually. First, we have a nicotine patch, which works for 24 hours, and then you would have to replace it. The negative side effect is that it may cause itching and a redness where it is applied. The second is a lozenge. Every time that you crave nicotine, you would use one of those instead. Which method do you think would be most effective for you?
I think the patch would be the best, so I do not have to worry about keeping the lozenge with me. But what do I do if this does not work?
Well, this is just our first step. I want to try these methods first, and if you are still struggling, we can add a medication. Since you are already on a heavy load of medications, I felt this was the best route, but we can always move to that later. How does that sound?
Okay, good. I do already take so many medications, and it is hard to keep them all straight. I would like to try these new methods first and avoid extra medications if possible.
I'm so glad you're interested in trying these new methods. Thank you for your time. If you ever have any questions, you have my email. Don't hesitate to reach out. We are in this smoking cessation together, and I want to help.
Thank you so much, Dr. Priest.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for all that information, Dr. Priest. I always know we look forward to having you head our team. Next, we have your occupational therapist, Dr. Lowe, joining us.
Good afternoon, Dr. Williams. My name is Dr. Lowe. I worked with you on occupational therapy exercises throughout your hospital stay. I'm so happy to report that you made a hefty amount of progress throughout this week in more areas than one.
Yes, good to see you. I also feel great about the progress that we have made.
So, we would like to continue these exercises in your modified living arrangement in conjunction with amiodesis so you can continue to keep up with the demands of your day-to-day life. Plus, you will have the energy to do other things that you enjoy as well.
Well, I'm not really sure that'll be necessary. I made so much progress, I think I can handle it on my own.
I definitely understand your concern, Mr. Williams, but by continuing to work on these exercises, it will allow you and your family to keep up with an independent lifestyle that you're so used to. Along with continually caring for Miss Williams, we recommend that regularly scheduled occupational therapy sessions continue every other day during the weekdays, but only for 1 hour at a time. During these sessions, we want to continue working on breathing and energy usage during your activities of daily living. Some specific exercises we want to maintain include independent showering and breathing techniques, as well as those 4 energy conservation techniques that are used throughout your daily routines. Does that sound reasonable?
I guess that'll be okay. Every other day is reasonable, especially if it's only for an hour.
That is so great to hear. I'm glad that we've come to an agreement on that. So, to recap, Mr. Williams, OT, which is occupational therapy, we would like to continue working with you, and we can schedule those sessions directly through amiodesis. Through this, we can work on those primary issues of energy and breathing to help you keep up with Miss Williams and give Betty here peace of mind that you and your wife will be well taken care of. Hey, Betty, sorry if I missed anything. I was just checking on Mom.
Oh, that's no problem. We just finished up with the occupational therapist, and now we're going to switch over to Dr. Smith, our dentist on the team, to talk about his dental care.
Hey, Mr. Williams and family, I'm Dr. Smith, the resident dentist on your case. I've been coordinating with the rest of your team in order to help lessen some of the burdens you've been having recently with your oral health. I can see that you haven't had a dental cleaning in a while, and that may be one of the reasons you're having some discomfort with your mouth and dentures recently. I would suggest that we schedule you for a scaling and root tip planing appointment as soon as possible, and we'll adjust your denture then. By adjusting your denture, you should feel less pain when eating. Does that sound good to you?
I suppose I could go for a dental cleaning if you think that'll help.
Excellent. We're also recommending a soft food/low sodium diet for you in order to help with some of your oral health issues. We're adding a dietitian to your team, and it'll be critical that you check in with your dietitian to make sure you're getting all the nutrients you need while minimizing pain while eating. We want to incorporate as many of your favorite foods as possible, but minimize any pain or discomfort while eating. Does that sound good to you?
I think I can handle that, as long as I can still eat my mashed potatoes and strawberry sherbet.
I think we can make that work. When talking with your speech and language pathologist, one of her main concerns was making sure that you're keeping up with your regular breathing practice. After discussing with your other clinical team members, we are also very concerned about this, and we want to emphasize the importance of regularly completing your routine. As your other providers mentioned, it's also important you're taking your medications daily and as prescribed. These medications will help you continue to make the great progress that Dr. Lowe has told me about. Do you have any other questions for me today, Mr. Williams?
I think I'm following everything so far. Thank you, Dr. Smith. I will try to make sure that I take all my medications because I want to keep making progress towards my old, strong self.
Dad, I think you're doing a pretty great job right now. But now with these new people on your team to help, you'll be able to make even more progress.
Aw, thank you, Betty. I want to do my best for you, my grandson, and for Eartha. Natalie, as long as I'm not doing any of that weird CrossFit mess, I guess I'm ready to hear what you have for me.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. As I stated earlier, Dr. Lowe shared with me your progress that you've made and your outstanding appointments that you have every other day with your occupational therapist. Sometimes doing 2 sessions in a day can be a little tiring. So the days that you don't meet with your OT, you'll have exercises you can do at home or other places you enjoy to go to. I'm giving you the full day of Saturday to relax to do anything you'd like so you can have some time off. We won't start any of these exercises for at least 2 weeks, but I can review your new routine. On Sunday, you will work on strengthening your lungs and breathing by singing hymns at church out loud. By singing out loud, you can practice deep breathing using the bottom of your lungs. Breathing from the bottom of your lungs will increase your lung capacity and your oxygen levels, increasing your energy levels and boosting your mood and decreasing your number of hospital visits.
Wow, I did not know working on my breathing could help this much. I always go to church on Sundays and I do enjoy singing the hymns, so I can definitely do this. What else do you have planned for me?
On Tuesday, I want you to do an activity with Miss Williams that will strengthen your body and help reduce your blood pressure. You can pick what you want to do for each Tuesday, but I will provide a notebook with a list of activities so you can do something together in case you're not sure what to do. On this list are things like walking, gardening, workouts at home with household items, and going to the gym or pool at your new facility.
I haven't been to the gym in a long time, and I'm not sure what workouts are possible at my own home. How will I know what I'm doing by just looking at that book?
Well, Mr. Williams, I will meet with you once a month to show you how to do the workouts and guide you through them until you feel confident to do them on your own. I will also have instructions and pictures of all the exercises in that book, along with prescribed weight and or household item and number of reps to do. This is for your reference to do when you feel ready to do them on your own.
Okay, that sounds doable. I guess we have one more day of the week with something.
Yeah, that's on Thursday. Amadeus has a variety of fitness classes available to take. I'm recommending that you and Miss Williams take Tai Chi. Tai Chi will help your physical and mental wellness, along with improving balance, coordination, posture, flexibility, and strength. This class will help strengthen your body and your lungs, which should in turn relieve some of the chronic back pain you've been dealing with.
Tai Chi. I never heard of that before. I guess it's not that CrossFit mess, so I'm willing to try, especially since you say it has so many benefits.
That's wonderful. I think you and Miss Williams will definitely benefit by taking those Tai Chi classes. To monitor your progress and improvements, I will meet with you once a month to reassess your lung capacity, strength, and blood pressure. At these meetings, we can set goals together for you to achieve, like the number of hymns sung at church each week and how long you should be taking a rest break. What are your thoughts about your new routine?
Well, I'm nervous about these new things, but I'm glad Eartha can join me for these workouts. I think it'll really help her out too, and it'll also keep me motivated so we can do it together.
I'm really glad you feel that way. Movement's the best medicine out there, and it can help you keep living your life independently, along with reducing your number of hospital visits.
I like the sound of that, Natalie.
Mr. Williams, that was the last member on your healthcare team. How do you feel about your transition to Amadeus now that you've met everyone?
I feel much more at ease and confident than before. I really like my healthcare team, and I think my roster is stronger than the Mizzou Tigers football roster from 1960.
That's a bold statement. That's great. How do you feel, and do you have any other concerns you would like to address with us?
Yeah, what's this transportation service you were telling me about last week? I don't like getting in the car with someone driving I don't know. Will I be safe with them? Will
Right.
Eartha be safe with them? Betty normally takes me where I need to go.
The transportation service is Southeast Missouri Transportation Service. They operate 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. This service offers prepaid cards for you to use while utilizing their service and is the best route in Missouri. All the drivers in the Bluff Area Transit go through an extensive background check before being hired, and their daily driving record is known as well. So you and Eartha are completely safe. We can program the number in your phone so you can contact them easily, and you can request the same drivers if you'd like.
Thank you, Charlotte. I'm excited about this new chapter for me and Eartha.